A 19,000 TEU ultra-large container vessel slides through the Malacca Strait, carrying $400 million in retail inventory. To the untrained eye, this is the ultimate monopoly of global commerce. 90% of everything humanity consumes travels on a hull like this. You imagine collecting millions in freight rates while global trade runs on your schedule. Zero domestic competition, unstoppable demand, infinite leverage. It sounds like a license to print money on international waters. It is not. Welcome to the most capital-intensive, volatile, and operational nightmare on the planet. You are not buying a vessel. You are purchasing a hyper-leveraged option contract on global supply chain panic. Entry into maritime commerce follows 3 strict tiers of financial exposure. Tier 1 is the feeder vessel. $2 to $15 million buys you an agging, 1,500 TEU coastal trader. You survive on regional short-sea routes, scraping together $3,000 a day in charter hire while praying your 20-year-old engine components do not fail in high seas. Tier 2 is the Panamax workhorse. $30 to $60 million secures a 4,000 TEU vessel capable of crossing major ocean canals. Here, day rates fluctuate between $15,000 and $80,000 depending on spot market madness. Tier 3 is the Neopanamax Empire. $150 to $220 million per hull. These 18,000 TEU leviathans cost $40,000 a day just to hold idle at anchor, consuming 20 tons of heavy fuel oil before even leaving berth. The financial engine of a container ship runs on a single metric, time charter equivalent, or TCE. Think of a cargo ship like a massive floating apartment building where every tenant pays rent by the day, but the building burns $6,000 of fuel every single hour it moves. Your gross revenue is determined by the spot freight rate per 20-foot container. To convert this into pure operating survival, you subtract bunker fuel costs, port disbursements, and canal transit tolls, then divide by voyage duration. Here is the counterintuitive reality of ocean logistics. High freight rates do not guarantee wealth. A ship burning low-sulfur fuel at $1,300 a ton during a port congestion bottleneck loses money faster than a stranded vessel. When 500 container ships sit idle off Long Beach, every hour of delay turns your floating revenue printer into a black hole of demurrage fines and burning cash. The physical design of a modern container vessel is a masterclass in ruthless spatial yield and hidden operational liabilities. Every square inch above and below deck is engineered to maximize slot capacity. Stacks reach 10 containers high above the hatch covers, secured by manual lashing rods and twist locks. This creates an invisible structural hazard. Misdeclared container weights by overseas exporters distort the ship's metacentric height. One improperly stacked 40-foot box weighing 30 tons instead of 10 shifts the center of gravity, risking parametric rolling. A single heavy roll in the North Pacific snaps lashing gear, dumping dozens of boxes into the ocean and triggering millions in general average liabilities. You do not just pay for lost cargo. By maritime law, all cargo owners on board must contribute to save the ship. Top-line revenue in shipping is an illusion destroyed by cyclical crashes and geopolitical friction. Consider the collapse of Hanjin Shipping in 2016. As the world's 7th largest container line, Hanjin overleveraged its fleet during a transient rate surge. When spot prices tanked due to global fleet overcapacity, debt servicing erased operating margins. Ships were denied port entry worldwide because Hanjin could not pay tugboat fees, leaving $14 billion in cargo stranded at sea and driving the Titan into liquidation. Or examine the operational disaster of the Ever Given in 2021. A single wind gust and hydrodynamic bank effect wedged a 20,000 TEU vessel across the Suez Canal for 6 days. Beyond direct salvage expenses, the grounding stalled nearly $10 billion in daily trade, subjecting the owners to months of legal arrest, massive Egyptian authority claims, and catastrophic operational downtime. The economics of owning a cargo ship boil down to a simple reality. High fixed leverage plus extreme spot volatility equals guaranteed insolvency. In a normalized market, ocean carriers operate on razor-thin net margins of 3 to 6%, surviving entirely on scale and hedging strategies. Elite cartels like Maersk and MSC master this system not by owning every ship, but by controlling logistics networks, terminal concessions, and chartering fleets flexibly to pass risk onto overleveraged vessel owners. You built a floating skyscraper to capture global trade, only to realize the ocean owns your asset, the charterers own your cash flow, and the bank owns your future.